It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Welcome back to Liechtenstein Legends. It's bad. Since we played Rapperswil, we've played 5 more games. We've won 1 of them. A 2-2 draw against Minzingen, who were at the time bottom of the table. Shabani got 2 more goals, so he's still doing what he's supposed to. It's kind of just everyone else, which is great. This one was awful. There was an own goal by Hobie that was really unlucky in the end to lose us the 2 points. Getse was a win. We managed to take a 2-0 win there. That was good. Basel... Oh, we only played 4 games. I'm sorry. Basel, a 0-0. This was good. Basel has, I think, moved a bunch of their first-team players into their under-21s. Hobie has a 9.6. I believe the shots in this game was like 33-2 or something. Like, yeah, 33-3. Unbelievable performance by Hobie at the back. Just unreal performance. Getting us a point against Basel that was honestly much needed. And then a loss to Nyon. And Tiesson got sent off very early on, 33 minutes. And there isn't really much you can do, which is a very, very disappointing way for Tiesson to really introduce himself. He's not been good. He really hasn't been. I mean, I know. With that, 2 games remain. We're 2 points down against Schaffhausen. Our games are against Juventus and Bellinzona. On paper, games that we should be winning. Schaffhausen, their games are against Etoile Carouge and Cham. Games that they should, in theory, be winning. But Cham is not a bad team. And while they have really been scoring quite a lot lately, Schaffhausen has not been consistently amazing recently. I mean, they lost to Bavois. They got absolutely dicked down by Zurich. And then even a 5-5 draw against Breitenrhein. Not a great result either. So they're turning it around now, but hopefully we can have a little bit of a favor done for us. We're ahead in goal difference by 5, so that shouldn't really change. If we win both games, I give us a chance at winning. It's just about whether or not Schaffhausen drops any games at all. And it's going to be really, really difficult to advance, honestly. But we'll see what we can make happen. Today, we're going to be facing off, though, in a different competition. It's actually in 9 days. Anyway, I'll see you in 9 days, guys. It's bad! Okay, 9 days have gone by, and here we are. It's not a league game today, though. It's going to be the semi-final of the Liechtensteiner Cup against Vaduz. Wow, familiar foe. And a team that really has not had a good season. Of course, relegated from the Super League last season. They find themselves in 6th place in the Challenge League. A disappointing season, to say the least. And as of right now, their trajectory is not looking what you would say call good. They have won a single game this year against Stade Lausanne. Other than that, no wins since November. It's even their friendly games. Just, oh, it's awful to look at if you're a Vaduz fan. But for us, maybe. This is an important match. A really, really important match. And this is the team that's going to try to see it through. Hobie in goal. Sondrecker on the left. Selant on the right. We are dropping Tiesson after that red card. Of course, he does still make the bench. But Selant will start the remaining games of the season. Barring injury or something happening, Tiesson will no longer be first choice right back for the remainder of this season. I'm going to give him another shot next season, but for now, Selant has the chance to really impress me. Also hasn't started amazing, but we'll see. Rigetti and Yalassi as the 2 center backs, with Scheller playing as an advanced playmaker in the middle. This is the kind of way that I've been trying to utilize Scheller a bit. I promised him a little bit of game time, and he really is not scoring goals or doing particularly well up there. So I decided I would try him out in the advanced playmaker position, mostly because nobody is playing well in this position. So Scheller, sure, have a go. See how it goes. We're going to try him out today. Bujarlika is one of the most disappointing signings for me. He was supposed to be better than he is. He's deteriorating as well, despite only being 29. And Rodriguez Ferreira, he played pretty okay for a while, but he just didn't really do super well, so we're going to try someone else there. Manuel Mikos is going to be dropped from the bench. He is not who I meant to click on. Vinzenz Platz, there we go. We really haven't used him at all, so I don't really want to use him in a cup semifinal. So Scheller's going to try. Edon Bekiri is just a better player, right? Like, we're going to move Bekiri in. Okay, yeah, Bekiri, never mind. Chikaki Bekiri in the middle. Yixel on the right is taking over for Dorta, who is being dropped because he's recently been playing like ass. And I warned him, and I told him that he needs to improve his performances, and he really hasn't recently. So Yixel is going to play today out on the left as the inside forward. Ayeti on the right with Volita, and Shabani up front. Shabani, 5 goals in 6 games. We need to see more from him. This is an important one. Let's get into it. We can effectively not quite win the cup, but, basically win the cup by winning this game. It's a pseudo-final again. We played Vaduz in the semifinal last season, and it was essentially a pseudo-final. This one, again, a pseudo-final. We are a much closer level team to Vaduz than we were last season. A tier 4 against a tier 1 team, and now we're one of the best teams in tier 3, and they're one of the mid-table-y tier 2 teams. So arguably, we have an even higher chance of winning this time around, but we're still the underdogs, and we're going to have to give it our absolute best to try to win in this match. You can see our formation up there, the standard 4-4-2 with the advanced wingers that we've been playing for years, and a 4-1-2-3 coming out of Vaduz. And I don't see too many super scary names there that I super recognize, but of course, Challenge League players, Challenge League opposition is nothing to sneeze at. But away we go. No highlights to kick things off, but we only won off the back of one lucky highlight. Maybe not lucky, but it was a bit of a boring game last season. A 1-0 win for Eschenmauren. I will take the same result this time around. And thus far, it seems to be going that way. Half an hour gone with not a single highlight. Yeah. Wow. All right. And it's halftime. Completely even XG. We haven't seen a single highlight. But sure, we're happy with the performance because we're not losing to Vaduz. Bekiri once again playing terribly, which isn't great, but the same can be said for a lot of other people. Yixel in here. I'm only going to give him another 15 minutes or so. I really like Dorta. Maybe he's sort of gotten the message that he's been benched now for a big game, arguably one of the biggest of the season. Maybe this is the moment where if I bring him off, he's able to perform. But here we go, 49 minutes in, we finally got a highlight, and it's just barely over the bar by Shabani, though. A good ball in by Ayeti. We're seeing a little bit of something that's a little bit more positive. Maybe we'll be able to build off the back of this. But Yixel continuing to go further and further down in that rating, down to a 6.3 now. That's going to be enough for me. Dorta's going to come on in. Shabani, we're going to give him a little bit more time just because he is Shabani. Another thing to consider is that his penalty taking really isn't that good. Zuleimani's penalty taking is better. So bringing on Zuleimani, if we do end up going to a penalty shootout, could prove to be an important thing to do. And that's actually, considering that, we're going to bring Scheller on in the middle. You know, we're already strengthening the squad for a potential penalty shootout here. But we're not seeing anything, so we might as well at least be in as good a position as possible should it go that way. 70 minutes down, the second highlight of the game. It's a bad distribution by Hobie. Will we be able to get the ball back? Yes, Sonderecker does well, but Shabani can't quite get onto the end of that. Who is going to win out here? Dorta getting in the way. Nobody goes for the ball. Dorta finds plenty of space with it. He's cutting inside. Does he lay it off? He goes for goal himself, but Ospelt is going to be there. And again, the second highlight of the game, and it's the second time we've seen one for us. It could well be a third here with Celant throwing it into Voleta, but it's going to be deflected. And now, all of a sudden, an opportunity for Vaduz to potentially break. Going all the way back, though. Going to be slowing down the play a little bit, giving us a little bit more time to get into position. But Vidovic is going to be able to get through. He's got some space. He's got some power, but he doesn't quite have the accuracy. It goes over the bar, and it remains 0-0 here. We are the home side. That's nice for us. Gets us a little bit of money piling on in. I believe it's actually a sold-out crowd today. And with all of this in mind, 8 minutes, 6 minutes even remaining, Zuleimani comes on for Shabani. We're going to drop him back to that more familiar poacher role that he prefers. And just a better penalty taker and somebody with a little bit more energy up front. It's a disappointing game by Shabani. He's really been good for us so far, but he's effectively been shut down here by Vaduz. And, well, I mean, it's 90 minutes, 0-0, extra time. This is actually very bad for us. Our game against YF Juventus is in 3 days. So, as far as league campaign-wise, this doesn't really bode great for us. But, honestly, if we get if we don't get promoted but we win the cup, I'm okay with that. It gives us more time to bank money and maybe go professional when we do eventually get promoted, hopefully next season. Of course, we're going to push for promotion this season. Of course, we're going to do our best. But really, if we do manage to win the cup, I'm not too disappointed in a lack of a promotion this season. Just the financial situation puts us in a position where if we do get promoted, it will be a really tough season. I don't think we have the money to go fully professional, but Suleimani is so close there. Ospelt with a fantastic save. Really well done there. Ospelt's been on form today, looking very, very good in goal, and it's a little bit scary if we go forward. I mean, Hobie is a good goalkeeper as well, so the penalty shootout could look to be an interesting duel between the two keepers. But now, 99 minutes down, Jokic is going to be moving forward by Rami at the front. We've got men flooding back to try to defend, but they have men flooding forward. But Selant, I mean, it's apparently a foul, but you know what? I'll take it. Breaks up that attack, cuts the momentum. We're not even going to see the free kick, so clearly a good decision. Doesn't even pull himself a booking. Balzers win only 1-0 against their B team, which is kind of funny. Balzers once again making the finals of the Liechtenstein Cup 2 years in a row for them. They've got to be pretty happy with that. Bit lucky on the brackets, gotta say, if we're facing Vaduz 2 years in a row in the semis. 4 minutes left by Rami. Good interception, but Getty is the first one to get there. Ayeti to Vuleta. Vuleta, it's offside. How is it offside? How is it off? How? Oh, no, they're not even going to show us the replay. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought he had it. I thought the man had it, but here we go. We're going to be lining up the players. You've got Torta, Scheller, Suleimani, Voleta. Ayeti, I guess, comes in next. No, not first. What are you doing? The first penalty shootout of the save. Felipe Torta lines up the first pen. Takes it. Slots home. It's a really nice penalty there. No chance for the keeper. Torta, of course, our main penalty man. Has missed a couple in the past, but not today. Bloom is the first one to step up for Vaduz. Hobie going to be looking to go big. And he can't quite look. It looked like he was going to get to it, but not quite. It's 1-1. Reto Scheller, the second best penalty taker on the team on paper, has not taken one for us yet. Can he make it count today? It's not a great pen, but it goes in. 2-1 for Eschen Mauren as Jokic comes up. Hobie has been an amazing goalkeeper all season. Can he be the hero we need him to be today? Yes, he can! Jokic puts it down the middle. Hobie says no way. And it's 2-1. Suleimani with a chance to put us up 3-1. With a chance to put us into the driver's seat. Suleimani slots it down in the bottom right. And it's 3-1 for Eschen Mauren as Hug needs to score this one. If he scores this, they're still alive. If he misses it, we have so many chances. And Hobie makes it 2 saves. What a legend. He even started to go right. He feinted right, came back to the middle, got back. Amazing goalkeeping work by Hobie as now Vuleta, the player of the season last year, the player of the season so far this year, with the opportunity to be the hero, to give us 2 consecutive wins against Vaduz in the cup. He lines it up. He puts it off the post, but it's gone in. And it's a 4-1 win for Eschen Mauren on penalties. That is how we get it done. We see Thomas Hobie's recent performances netting him an average rating of 7.52 in the last 5 games. Unbelievable stuff. Florian Ayeti playing really well. Voleta's still playing pretty okay. Overall, though, the ratings of the team in that game were pretty damn good, with the exception of the people we subbed off. And I mean, it's wonderful to see this. There's no argument to be made at this point. I know. Eschen Mauren is in the 3rd tier. Vaduz is in the 2nd tier. I know they were in the Super League last year, but nobody could say that we are not the best team in Liechtenstein right now. We have retained, I mean, not quite retained the trophy, but we are on our way. We're not going to lose to Balzers. It's not going to happen. And as we move on to this final game of the episode, we're not going to do the triple header because, of course, we did get to the final. We're going to play Juventus, and then in the episode tomorrow, we'll be doing Bellinzona and Balzers. So, you know what? Maybe this will be a double upload day. Honestly, I don't know. I have a ton of chores to do tomorrow when I'm going to be uploading this. So, if I can get around to editing both, I'm going to record them both right now. But if I can get around to editing both, I will get them both up tomorrow. But you know what? If you want to know for sure, hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell. While we move on forward, a couple of people have been joining the Discord from the YouTube as well. So if you guys are interested, we do have the Discord link in the channel below. Most of the Discord is not about Football Manager. Most of it's about my stream stuff. But, you know, The more FM people we get in there, the more possibility we have to have some sort of FM chats. I should really make an FM channel. Interesting result there. Basel beating Valencia. It's not quite enough to overcome the first leg defeat, but no, not bad. It's match day. The guys are a little tired. The condition looks good, but I know they're like, if we still had numbers, these would be closer to 90 than like 97 if we're talking in FM 20 terms. We're gonna let them play though. We have a 2-week break before the last league game of the season, so we're gonna try to give it all we've got here against YF Juventus. This is the team. Couple of changes, nothing major though. A couple major things. Holby in the back, of course. The legend has almost certainly earned himself at least the first half of the next season. If we don't get promoted, we're 100% sticking with Holby. If we do get promoted, we'll give him a chance, right? I mean, he's been incredible. I don't care if the star ratings say 2.5 stars. He's been one of the best players on the team. Unbelievable stuff. Anyway, Holby in goal. Zonderecker, Selant, Rigetti, Yalassi at the back. Scheller comes in the advanced playmaker position. We saw a pretty terrible performance by Bikiri. Sukaki in the Mazzala role. Dorta comes back in on the left as the inside forward with Ayeti on the right. Shabani up top with Vuleta in behind him as the pressing forward. Let's get it done. Now, Etoile Carouge ranked 14th in the league, so we're not expecting them to pull up any trees against Schaffhausen, but they are at home, so maybe. I mean, Schaffhausen hasn't looked amazing away from home, so maybe. But the most important thing is we have to win. The recent form standings have YF Juventus in last place, which means that there's no excuse for not beating these guys, especially off the back of a win against Vaduz, as we are going to be in the yellow today, but great. We're in the yellow. That was a player who was not in the yellow. 1-0 YF Juventus. Or again. We're only 5 minutes in. Are they going to really get a second highlight this early on? No, they're not. Awful ball across. Honestly, we'll look at that in a sec, but Vuleta ties it up. Okay. I want to see that replay because to me, what that looked like, right? Okay. It's all good. It's tied up. Everything's good. Okay. So let's look at this, right? This guy plays the ball, Teixeira, and he plays it across here. I think that he mistook the referee as one of his teammates because they're wearing basically the same shirt. So he passes it to the ref, and the ref's like, hey, I can't touch the ball. And then we scored a goal. Am I the only one seeing that? I feel like that's a thing that happened there, right? I'm 100% sure that that's not coded into the match engine, but I'm going to make that my headcanon for how that goal happened. It's a good clearance there by Rigetti. The fact that they're having another highlight 6 minutes in is a little bit weird, but if we can nip it off them and just make it 2 really early, I mean, Teixeira's balls are awful. Like, what is this guy's passing rating? I kind of want to check, see if we have that kind of scouting information on him. Vincic has made it 2! What is the opening phase of this game? I'm not happy. I'm not thrilled here, guys. Teixeira's passing is supposedly pretty decent. What is going on? Alright, I'm enjoying that the overall XG is a combined 0.5, and we've seen 3 goals so far. That's great. Etoile Carouge so far not doing us any favors, but they're not losing. Rapperswil could even make us finish in 3rd place if things go really badly. They are winning today. Chikaki is going to be able to clear. How are we getting dominated by Juventus here? Okay, Selant gets in the middle of that. The clearance isn't amazing. Teixeira picks it back up. That's a ball that makes some sense this time, but Witzig on the ball. We need to close this guy down. Van Niederhuizen, it's 3. I think we need to change the system, guys. What will happen in these games is that opponents will eventually learn your system, and they'll be able to prepare for your system. That's how the AI works. And I think that what's happened is that at the very end of this otherwise very good season, our system has been figured out. Vaduz haven't been working on it because they're not in the same tier, or they're not in the same league, so it still worked against them. But the fact that this is happening now, this is the worst possible time for this to happen, because I'm left with 2 choices, right? We keep playing the system that they've worked out. Ayeti, get it back? Offside. Like, we either completely change the system, right? But then we're playing a system that we're not familiar with, and that's not good either. Like, we don't have time to develop a new system. So at this point, I feel like it's almost in our best interest to just see out the rest of the season and try to rebuild the system next season. It's not good. It's not good. I'm pretty upset about this, but I mean, we're not out of this game yet. With balls like that, we might as well be, though. I don't even know what Shikaki was trying there. This is the same highlight. Is this actually their highlight? Yes, it is, but Festic puts it over. Okay, alrighty. Halftime, please. Just end the half. End the half. End it. End my life. We're gonna throw the water bottle. It worked on about half of them. It's the first time I've done it in the save. It doesn't seem to work very well, but, you know, it kind of worked this time. Good, and we're not... What do I even do here? Look at the ratings. It's everyone. Alright, it's Bakiri and Yüksel. They're coming on. In the advanced playmaker position. Scheller is off. Dorta is off. We're going attacking as well. We need goals. At the very least, we need 1 point here to keep any semblance of hope alive. Suleimani can't, or Shabani rather, can't quite get onto that. Well, he's going to be able to play it back in. Chikaki loses out, but Sonderecker is there. Way out of position. He needs to get back in there, but Selant is the one to pick it up. Bakiri, we've got men forward, which isn't really where they need to be. Okay, there we go. He gets it back. Shabani! It's not, it's offside again. It's the second offside goal. It was... Oh, it's frustrating. Oh, it's frustrating. How close was it? Not at all. Not at all. Schaffhausen has scored as well. We have to win now. We have to win. Look at their ratings. They're playing so well. They're last place in the form table. How has this happened? Oh. Well... Malinovsky takes it off him. Witzig is on the move. Capelletti. I mean, this is a goal, isn't it? No, but it is a penalty. Hobie scored, or he saved 2 in the last game. Can he save 1 now? No, he can't. Of course he can't. Oh, I'm not happy, guys. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Not happy. Highlight for you, for us, maybe. Yüksel. Nope, just kidding. It's also their highlight. Bakiri, please. What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, I thought that was a foul, but silent is okay, I guess. You can see me melting into my chair. Let's go. Can we, like, we need a goal now to have any opportunities. Like, it's over. It's over. We need 4 goals. Great. 4 goals for us. For us. Ugh. Did I miss anything in the last 30 minutes of this game? Apparently not. Apparently not even a little bit. Well, that's it for the season in the league. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I mean, I did talk about it a little bit earlier, right? If we win the cup, I'm kind of okay with it because let me talk you through the finances, right? Here's the situation. The situation is that we are set to be in the positive, I believe, at the end of the season, right? I mean, this looks really bad. We're 470 in debt, but we have how much money coming in? About the exact same amount of money coming in from prize money, right? So there's that. We get about 300,000 coming in from our sponsorships. So at the beginning of the new season, we're going to have about 300,000 in the bank. Is that... Oh, okay. Oh, no, we're only getting 150. Okay. So we're getting 150,000 as on top of that. So it'll be about 150 and plus. Then we get money from Europe. So we're starting to put ourselves in a financial situation where at the end of next season, we'll be closer to 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 in the bank, which will then give us the money to go professional. And I get that it's a little bit, you might be wondering, like, oh, well, like, why is that important? Is that really that big of a deal going into Tier 2? Yes is the answer to that question. Every single team in this division is fully professional. Aarau, professional. Grasshoppers, professional. Kriens, professional. Zamax, professional. Stade Lausanne, semi-professional. They're the only team, I believe, that is semi-professional. Yeah, they're the only team that's semi-professional. They're somehow surviving, but you see the difference though in sort of that's a huge difference in just the level of training. The players are training every day at these teams. We're training twice a week, maybe, if that. So it's going to be very, very important for us to have the ability to go professional. Otherwise, we risk getting relegated from here. So having one more season to consolidate ourselves and get more money is not necessarily the worst thing in the world for the club. And yeah, I think long-term, this might be a blessing in disguise, depending on how the next season goes. The issue is that in a season like, in a league like this, where you're 16 teams and only one team is getting promoted, it can be a nightmare to get promoted, even if you're the best team in the league, because like one bad run of games, and it could just be over. So it's tough. It's really tough. But if we get promoted next season, I think that the actual optimal thing to happen would be for us to win the cup this year and get promoted next season. Even if we could have been promoted this season, I think arguably it might be better for us to get promoted next season. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. We will still bring you the Bellinzona game tomorrow just to see where we finish. We could finish down as far as 4th if things go really badly. Our goal difference took a big hit there. So we'll see. Tomorrow, betting or later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Editing Pengy needs to try his best. Bellinzona, Baltzers. 2 more games, 1 more cup final. Let's get it done. We can still have this season be a pretty damn good season at the end of the day. If we go back one more time, look at the season preview. They said we'd be 12th. If we finish 2nd after all that, we did damn good. We did damn good, guys. We can be proud. We can be proud. That's going to bring us to the end of the episode here today. We had some good times. We had some bad times. If you guys enjoyed our second back-to-back upset against Vaduz, drop a like on the video. If you guys want to see when the final episode of the season goes live, because I don't even know when that's going to be, hit the bell. That's the best way to see. Subscribe, hit the bell, join the Discord if you want to come hang out, and I will see you guys soon for the conclusion of the Liechtenstein Cup.